So one of my friends on Facebook made a really good post the other day about what is gaslighting. And so that too, along with the term narcissist, is a word that I feel like a lot of people have been throwing around without knowing truly what it is. Gaslighting is not having a different opinion than someone. Gaslighting is not you stating an incorrect fact and someone giving you the real fact, you know? It's not, gaslighting is not being wrong. Gaslight is not calling out, you know, incorrect behavior or words or actions. That's not gaslighting. Gaslighting is a tool, and it is on the belt of people with narcissistic personality disorder. It can happen also with people who are not, narcissistic personality disordered people. But that is where you will find one of the best examples of it. Gaslighting is not a one-time thing. Gaslighting is a process, and it is slow and it is detrimental to the person being gaslit. Gaslighting starts with innocuous things, It can be saying, oh, you didn't remember this conversation correctly, this is what actually happened. Or you're just taking it too seriously, can't you take a joke, And those things, when said, in some contexts, they're not gaslighting, they're not harmful, because maybe you didn't remember something, correctly, or maybe, it was meant as a joke, or you didn't understand the context or something, miscommunications happen. Gaslighting, though, it starts off innocuously, subtly, and this continues for a long period of time, and it gets more and more aggressive, I guess, and more noticeable. And at the worst end of gaslighting, you can have literal proof of something someone did or said, and they will deny it up and down. They will tell you you're crazy outright. They will tell you that there's something innately wrong with you. You can't remember things. You have out of control emotions or reactions, that there's something just wrong with you. And that is the ultimate goal of all gaslighting, is to make the person who is gaslit feel like they cannot trust themselves, that they cannot trust the reality they see, that they're going to be wondering what is real and what isn't, And, that's the ultimate goal. That's what gaslighting does for a narcissist, at least, It helps them find victims. Honestly, it helps them control victims. It helps, because if you don't even know, if you know what's real, then when abuse does happen, you're going to tell yourself that wasn't real, or I was just being too sensitive about it. And what gaslighting does is it puts this antagonistic voice in our head, telling us what the narcissist tells us. And it's repeated so often that it becomes ingrained in our thought process, and to where we don't even realize that that's not our voice. That was their voice telling us all these things, It's doing something really great, doing a good job on something, and then telling yourself it just wasn't good enough. Like, if I had done this, or this, it would have been fantastic. And, as someone that grew up with a narcissistic parent, that's something that I've had to deal with, because for the narcissistic parent, nothing is good enough. Even total subservience, total obedience, total unquestioning, unwavering loyalty and worship, it's still not good enough. There needs to be conflict. They want the conflict, at least in you, if not between the both of you. Because when there's conflict between you and the narcissist, someone can win. Because that's what conflict is. It's a fight. And there's a winner and a loser in a fight. And they want you to always be losing. And if they're really good at being a narcissist, which is not something you want to be good at, they have you losing against yourself constantly with that inner monologue that they've trained and put into your head. And yeah, gaslighting is not just a one-time miscommunication or even just a difference in how people perceive life or words, semantics, that's not gaslighting. Gaslighting is intentionally trying to make you question yourself, to have no faith in what you believe in, like in your head, what you believe about yourself, what you believe about life in general. They aim to completely demolish any self-love that would be possible in you, because love for yourself is not love for them, and they can't stand that. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. And it's hard going through gaslighting. It makes you feel crazy. But if you're going through a situation with someone who is gaslighting you, I want you to know that you're not crazy. And something that can help you is document. Document everything. Whether you need to record a phone call or save screenshots of texts or even just journal about what you experienced, and keep journaling about it, every instance with them, and being able to go back and look at these and be like, no, this is what actually happened. I'm not misremembering because I wrote it down, or I have the clip here right now on the phone, or I have the screenshot. I know I didn't edit it. Provide that proof for yourself. If you think you're being gaslit, give yourself proof of what you're experiencing. Validate what you felt, what was said, and eventually there will be the proof that you need to say, hey, this is happening consistently. It's a pattern. All the time it's happening, Maybe not even all the time, maybe just consistently. I don't know what your relationship might be with a narcissist. Maybe it's someone at work, or it's a friend, or it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, or, or even a parent, really. Make notes of it for yourself. And if you feel the need, if it's, something that needs to be done, provide the proof to the narcissist that is gaslighting you. Give them the truth and see how they react. Because a regular person, when they see the truth, maybe they thought they said something, but they said another thing, but they see a text where they said that thing, they're going to be like, oh, whoops, I did say that. They're going to admit the truth to themselves, right? And to you. And there's going to be a resolution, because that's the truth and they can accept it. A person who is gaslighting you will not accept the truth, even when it's laid there in front of them, because that's not the mind game. They have to stay committed to the mind game that you're fucking crazy and you need to listen to them. They're the only sane one. That's the gaslighting game. And it's hard to deal with. But yeah, like I said, proof. Get that proof for yourself. Get some validation. Find an external source to talk about this with. Perhaps someone that doesn't know the narcissist is better, because then you avoid people taking sides and drama and stuff. Take a nice third party that doesn't know them, and no need to name them if you don't have to, to keep it really objective. Just tell them what you're going through, and, you will find that a lot of people are like, well, that's weird. Most people aren't like that. And it's good to have that validation outside of yourself sometimes, especially when you're going through being gaslit, to have someone else say, no, if everything you're saying is true, that's weird. And you're like, yeah, it is true. I have the proof. But good luck with it. And again, don't listen to the people that are misusing the word gaslighting. And if you're one of those people misusing the word gaslighting, I hope this has given you some good information. And please don't disrespect people that are actually going through being gaslit by calling everything gaslighting, because that's not cool. It's a really difficult thing to go through, to wonder if you're crazy, and also be having this person who is telling you you're crazy be doing really fucked up things to you. Like, it's a hard thing to get through and just to deal with even. So I would like people to know what gaslighting is, and I think people that are going through it need to know what it is. That's a need one. But good luck.